Hi Aries, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is August 14th, 2019. I'm doing a general love reading for the sign of Aries. So if you have Aries anywhere in your chart, this may resonate for you. It pertains to just about anything in your life, including relationships, circumstances, situations within work, your work environment, you name it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. My intention is to reach as many people as possible who need the message and who will benefit the most from the message. So we'll be getting started here in a minute after a few shuffles. Get my chair fixed a little bit and we'll get started. I did do a reading for you a couple days ago, Aries, and ended up redoing it because it just wasn't gelling for some reason. I'm not sure why, but this is take 2 for the Aries love reading. So here we go, Aries. Let's see what comes up. We're going to start off with the King of Pentacles in your underlying energy, paired with the 9 of Wands in reverse. The Tower is next. I don't take this third card, but I noticed it, so I thought I'd mention it. With the Queen of Swords in reverse. She showed up in your pre-reading cards as well. This feels like someone significant to you. The 9 of Pentacles. The 10 of Wands in reverse. Paired with the World. The Ace of Swords, paired with the 2 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, Aries, you are the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who is solid. Oops. Not apparently solid in my hands. Solid, dependable, reliable, grounded, loyal. Someone who takes care of their family and friends. Someone who works hard. Family man. I feel like you are at the end of your rope regarding a situation or a relationship. Feeling maybe a little defeated. Feeling like one more challenge might be the end of you. You're wanting to release a burden, end a cycle. But you may be a little indecisive or unable to make a decision right now regarding some clarity you recently received. And I do believe it's surrounding an individual who right now might be either not speaking to you, or if they have in the past, communication has been sharp, maybe short, maybe bitter. This person that you're dealing with feels like someone who themselves is quite independent, grounded, has a sense of being capable, content, and single. This Queen of Swords that you're dealing with. Let's see what else comes up for you, Aries. Paired with the King of Pentacles, you have the 6 of Air. 9 of Wands is paired with Lammas or the Devil in reverse. There's definitely some struggle going on that you want to release yourself from. You might be seeking some inner guidance. Seeking some counseling, or just kind of going inward to figure things out. By the way, if you're hearing any external noise, it's my daughter in her bedroom. She's got her headset on playing video games with her friend. So I don't know if you can hear it or not. I'm just mentioning it just in case. So we had the Two of Water show up. This is a significant relationship to you, possibly a romantic situation with this person. I think you want to close out a cycle. I'm not sure if this means an ending to this relationship or an ending to a conflict within the relationship. You've gained some clarity that has you feeling maybe a little more secure about the situation or the relationship. I have a feeling that you're releasing a burden, this burden being this relationship. It may be mutual. I'm sensing that this may be the closing of a cycle with this person, this Queen of Swords. And I have a feeling that both of you are looking to close something out with each other. I don't know that that's happened yet. It might be in progress. There may have been a considerable amount of conflict within this relationship. I'm feeling like maybe this person was a little unappreciative of the relationship or of you, of what you had to offer. This card indicates someone turning their back on gifts or turning their back on things that are good for them or good in their lives. This person may have come out to you and just outright stated, I'm going on my way and I'm going by myself. In other words, they're removing themselves from the relationship. This feels like this is something that's been going on for a while. Maybe you've been wanting to close out this relationship for a while. Or this cycle has happened before. In other words, this person has left you before, or you've left them. And it's something that's happened repeatedly. And you might be at your wit's end at this point in time thinking, you know what, this one needs to be the last time. This needs to be the last time that this happens. Because it's not, nothing's changing. I feel like things aren't changing for you two. This repeated cycle of starting and stopping this relationship. And at this point, and maybe in the past you have tried to get this person back or gone after them after they've left or vice versa. This time around, I feel like you're a little indecisive about how you want to handle the situation, but at this point in time, you're not doing anything. And thinking that might be your best choice, to leave this alone. Let it rest. Let this person go. Hang on, I have low battery. Let me just, okay, there we go. I think it's still, yes, it's still recording. Okay. This person may have given you an ultimatum and said, this is it, I'm out. And this has changed things, this ultimatum. There's the Nine of Wands again, clarifying your energy. So we have it twice. I'll show you some of these cards after I get the rest of them out. Six of Swords, moving on. after some difficult times. Moving on to change. Clarifying the Queen of Swords, you have the Five of Wands. This Queen of Wands is leaving some conflict behind. The Tower, again, this time in the reverse, clarifying the same card, Nine of Pentacles. We have it in the upright and in the reverse. I think you've been thinking for quite some time about releasing yourself from this relationship, relieving this burden. Feels like it's been a burden. And ending this cycle is giving you some relief, sense of hope. I think in the past you may have sought to clear things up with this person, communicate, but this time you're, at least at this point in time, you're not communicating with this person, but you're still kind of making that decision, or have decided not to, but are a little unsure about your decision to not communicate or not kind of seeking closure, or not necessarily closure, but trying to get them back, or resolving whatever conflicts you two have had in the past. There might even have been a certain level of expectation that this person has gotten used to taking off and you chasing after them. And I don't feel like you want to do that anymore. I feel like you're ready to walk away and be done. That's what I'm getting right now. It's looking pretty clear, Aries, as I have to be honest. It does look too like you've been thinking about this for a long time. We have a few cards here that indicate passage of time and cycles repeating. This almost feels like it could be a karmic cycle that you're now at the point where you want to end it. You want to bring it to a close because you've been through this enough that you're getting tired of it, weary, and just not willing to put in the effort anymore. So, like I said before, clarifying the King of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Wands in the reverse twice, and the Six of Swords. So this is a battle-worn hero, someone who is at their wit's end, someone who is just done, wants to throw in the towel, maybe not do what was expected of them before, running after your partner. You want to leave this behind. It's been challenging, it's been emotionally draining. Ultimately unfulfilling when you have reached out in the past to communicate and repair and mend whatever conflicts you've had in the past with this person. And I think this might be a permanent change this time. A permanent ending. Two of Pentacles. This showed up in a, I thought it was a repeat. It's not, sorry. I'm kind of talking to myself right now. This relationship caused you a significant amount of imbalance, probably mentally and emotionally, and you want to get out of that. The Devil in reverse indicates you're working on getting out of a toxic situation, walking away from something that was unhealthy for you, mentally and emotionally. this person I feel like was taking advantage, or not necessarily taking advantage, but just taking what they could out of the relationship. And it was a lot, because I feel like you were providing a lot for them. I feel like you provided a lot of stability, loyalty. You were there for them. I don't know that they were for you. Okay, Aries, let's see what else I can come up with here. I think that you feel right now the best thing for you to do is not take action for your own stability, but maybe also for the stability of this relationship. I think it's possible. It's possible that you might seek to communicate with this Queen of Swords again. Maybe with some time. This person might realize that they were taking advantage of you and the situation. I feel like they were... this card indicates overindulgence. This card indicates turning your back on things that are good in your life. Again, with the two cards together, it just feels like they were taking advantage or not seeing what you were putting into the relationship. And it's not that they couldn't have given more to the relationship. I think they could have. But there's a feeling, there's a sense like they wanted their cake and they were going to eat it too. Is that the right saying? I don't even know. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. That's such a common saying, and it sounds wrong to me for some reason. I don't know. Right now you've decided not to communicate. I think you've gained some clarity on this relationship. You started to see what was happening, and you right now are in a period of rest, a period of non-movement, kind of regaining your own balance, your own security. There's a feeling of not being up to coming forward with some clarity maybe on how you feel regarding the situation, that you're just sitting back right now and you would rather just kind of go inward on your own, seek some clarity by yourself. The Hanged Man. And you're at this point in time, you release the burden of moving forward with this relationship. It may have been a relationship that in the past, when you had conflict or separation or lack of communication, that you moved forward quickly with repairing things, with mending the relationship. But I feel like you have been the one in the past kind of to do the work in regards to that. And you're starting to think, you know, why am I putting in so much effort for this relationship when I'm not getting much back in return? This is a cycle that repeats itself. Sometimes with this wheel of fortune in reverse, this is the wheel of time, wheel of the year. Sorry, I don't have my reading glasses This card to me in the reverse often indicates dead end or something, a cycle that won't end, that needs to, or something that's repeating that's not necessarily worthwhile. And that's the sense I'm getting right now. My daughter just came out of her room and she's creeping through them. You don't have to be quiet, Katie. It's okay. I'm going to get a few more clarifiers for you, Aries, and see if we can't come up with some more details regarding the situation. Honestly, it's a pretty cut and dry and almost simple reading. You two have separated. This person has announced that they're going on their merry way alone. It has changed this relationship. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily feel like it was a breakup, because I feel like they're expecting you to come back after them. It might have just been they got pissed and they walked out the door and said, "That's it, I'm out of here." Don't come after me. And maybe you're taking them seriously this time. Okay, I won't come after you. We'll see what happens. Maybe you'll come back this time after you realize that you turned away a really solid, good person, someone who was willing to work with you, someone who was willing to put in the effort, someone who was willing to go the extra mile. And maybe once this person's out of your life for a while and realizes what they had, they'll be the one coming back, knocking on the door. Let's see what else we get for you, Aries. One more round of cards for a few more details. Definitely feel like this person is waiting on an apology or waiting for you to approach them. So, Aries, you've decided to take the route of self-care this time around. Seeking some balance for yourself, not worrying so much about this person, which is what I think you've done in the past. And it's feeling a little bit different to you because, like I said, in the past, you've always gone after this person to be the first one to initiate the making up or resolving the conflict, being the first person to apologize. This person has come to expect that, but this time around you're not doing it. Maybe it feels a little sneaky to you, it feels a little bit different because you're not used to not being the one to do that. And this person, like I said, has come to expect that of you. They walk away from the conflict knowing that you'll come running because they play the blame game. It's your fault. You're the one who has to come apologize to me because I haven't done anything wrong type of feeling from this card. And I don't necessarily feel like this person is thinking this is the end. That's the thing. They're just kind of taking off doing their own thing for a while because that's what they want to do. And they're used to you doing all the work. There may be even some confusion if some time has passed, especially, and you haven't come running and knocking on the door, apologizing or trying to fix things with them. There might be some confusion if some time has passed and you haven't done this. And I think with time, going inward and thinking about this relationship, you may have realized, I think it's time for me to be a little selfish and have my own new beginning, maybe without this person, at least for a while. Again, I don't know, it's hard to tell. For some of you, it might be an ending, a definitive ending. For some of you, it might be a break while you regain your own balance within your own life and figure out what you want to do. I think there's two queens out at the end of this reading, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands in reverse. And I do believe they're both, and you've got the Queen of Swords, I do believe all three of these queens represent the person you're dealing with. This is someone who's gotten used to being the receiver of love, the one who waits, the one who bides their time until the other person comes around. I feel this person has a pretty demanding personality, demanding expectations of their partners or of you. And again, this is something I think you've come to realize, that this happens all the time, and I'm the one going after my partner after conflict all the time. They just sit and wait for me to do the work, for me to take action. And this expectation has you wondering if maybe you're not going to do it this time. Maybe if this relationship has any legs, if it is going to last, the stability of this relationship depends on you sitting back this time. This card indicates sitting back and enjoying the moment, not doing anything. This is the Nine of Pentacles, but in this card it has a little bit of a different meaning. So maybe this time, for the sake of balance, to solidify the foundation, this person needs to come back to you this time. If this relationship is a Four of Wands worthy relationship, in other words, it's got a solid foundation. If this person wants this relationship as bad as you have in the past, or you do currently still, then they'll be the one to come forward to make things right. Okay, Aries. Good work. I do feel like you are on solid ground, standing your ground, and I think your point is not clear yet to your partner. I don't think that they are quite getting it just yet. You may need to spend some more time doing what's right for you, and give this person some more time to figure out that they have walked away from a true gift of a relationship, someone who's solid, someone who's loyal, someone who will stand the test of time. And if they realize that, they'll come back to you. If this person is not right for you, they won't, and then you'll know. But I think it's your turn to sit back and be the receiver of the apology, or the receiver of attention after a conflict. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this helped, and I hope that you join me next time. Take care.